How's it going, Talk For Us TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my preview for Saturday lunchtime's game at the City Ground against Bournemouth. So yeah, Bournemouth currently sat in 6th place. Their last game they played was a cup game, FA Cup game, where they beat Burnley 2-0. Before that, last league game, a 3-2 home win against Birmingham. Before that though, they lost back-to-back games away at Reading, at home against Sheffield Wednesday, which is a surprise scoreline really, given how Sheffield Wednesday are right down the bottom and Bournemouth are a team that you'd expect to try and get promoted. Last time we did play them, it was it was an absolutely brilliant performance from Bournemouth. 2-0 in that one. That was one of the worst performances I think we've seen from Forest this season. You look at that one, you look at Brentford at home, you know, just a number of games that stick out as really poor ones, and that was definitely one of them. They tore us apart with Stanislas, with Danjuma, Brooks, and Dominic Solanke. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, Bournemouth are a very good side with a lot of Premier League quality in their team. You know, Lewis Cook definitely shouldn't be in this division. No, he's an absolutely class act. You've got the likes of, like I mentioned, the front four. You'd say Brooks definitely should be in the Premiership. Manchester United were even after him after they couldn't get Jadon Sancho. You know, Danjuma, a very good player for this level. So they've got a very, very good side. They are without a manager. They have been linked to John Terry, pardon me, after parting company with Jason Tyndall, I think that's his name. But yeah, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, we are on a good bit of form. 1 loss in our last 10 league games, which is superb really for Forest, given how badly our season's been. To be on a little run like that really shows that we are doing well, and we have sort of turned things around a bit. A win here could be huge for us, you know, really could help us to push on and, you know, maybe even extend this nice little run we are currently on. But yeah, in terms of the scoreline, it's going to be a difficult one. I won't go into the start 11 like I usually do in these videos, because Dan has asked me if I wanted to do a start 11 preview video, which is separate to this one. So that'll be coming on the channel soon if it's not already out. But yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. Obviously, Bournemouth have some really, really good players who like to, you know, they're quite attacking from what I saw when they played against us last time. They've got some players who have got a bit of flair about them, and they're not going to make it easy for us. It could be a really tricky one, but if we can play like we have been, and we can play like we know we can, with the defence being really solid, you know, Worrell leading from the back, Garner and Cafu dictating the midfield, and maybe even Glenn Murray getting on the score sheet again, then who knows? If I'm being optimistic, I would say 1-0 Forest, but I think it might be 1-1. I can see this one ending in a 1-1 draw, which will, for us, will be really good, a really good result, because it's not a loss. It keeps the momentum going. A draw against a team looking for promotion is something you can't scoff at, and something I think that Houghton will be very happy with. But yeah, if we look at the league table, Bournemouth are on 45 points. So they're just, you know, they're 5 points clear of 7th and 3 points behind 5th. So they're kind of quite solidly in the playoffs, being 5 points clear. But obviously they'll want to win to make that gap even bigger. As for Forest, obviously we're 18th, 32 points. A win for us, if other results go in our favour, we could jump up to 15th and potentially even 14th, but that would require a 6-goal swing, so I doubt that'll happen. But like you saw at the end of last season, weirder things have happened in the Championship. But yeah, I think it'll be a really good game. I think both teams have sort of been on bad bits this season, been on good runs this season, so, you know, it'll be quite an interesting one to see how things go. But yeah, like I say, 1-0 to Forest, I think, if I'm being optimistic. If I'm being realistic, I think it'll be 1-1. I think both sides are on, you know, they're not doing too badly. You know, Bournemouth will be full of confidence after beating a Premier League side in the Cup. will be full of confidence after back-to-back wins away from home. So, you know, it'll be really interesting. It's going to be obviously on Sky Sports, which will be quite a nice one to hopefully for neutrals to get a good game. But I don't really care for neutrals, to be honest. Hopefully that we do the job and we do it well. You know, I'm at this point now with Forest where we could play literally 10 at the back or 9 at the back with 1 up front, you know, and scrape games 1-0 every game, playing the worst football in the world, and I wouldn't care as long as it gets promoted, you know. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, we were actually not playing too badly. I really like Garner. I think we really need to try and get him next season on a season-long loan, because he's been absolutely sensational so far in the first 2 games, you know. Manchester United fans, a lot of them are really singing his praises. You know, there's a lot of them keeping their eyes out on Joe Garner. He played for us quite a while ago, James Garner, and yeah, he could be a huge for us if we get him next season and we have a full season out of him. But yeah, like I say, I think 1-0 Forest will be the score if I'm being optimistic. If I'm being realistic, probably 1-1. In terms of the scorers for Forest, I'm going to say, I don't know if Glenn Murray will start. I'll get onto that one in the next episode, the next video I do. But I think in terms of goal scorers for Forest, I'm going to go with Filip Krivinovic. So yeah, that does wrap up my preview for this one. If you did enjoy it, smash the like button. Keep your eyes peeled for my my start 11 preview, and yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and come on you Reds.